Hi everyone, welcome to the TechDayEveryday channel. Today I want to show you my test of a hot air gun from FNIRSI. This is the SAG-55 model and it has 550 watts of power. And thanks to my cooperation with the Banggood store, I have discount code for you. Thanks to this, you can buy this product at the best possible price, and the code is valid until the end of 2026. You can find the link to the hot air gun and the code in the video description. This hot air station comes in two versions, standard and pro. The only difference is that the Pro version includes a more advanced stand that puts the device to sleep when you put it down. In my opinion, it is better to buy the Pro version. It gives you the best value for your money. I have the Pro version here. Let's start by checking what is inside the box. So inside we find the hot air gun with an integrated power supply. We will look at that later. Next we have the power cable, the smart stand, the user manual and a 6mm nozzle. Let's focus on the hot air gun. The power supply sends high voltage directly to the device. As you can see, it also has a low voltage 13 watts output to power other electronics. I measured and weighed the main parts for you because I think this information is useful for organizing your workspace. The nozzle is compatible with many nozzles from other brands. The stand is heavy and feels very solid. Because of its weight, it will not slide on your table when you put the device down. The hot air gun has 4 buttons, a display and a lettering around the biggest button. This slide shows you the approximate temperature and the working mode of the device. Let's turn on the device. To do this, press and hold the middle button. You will see the manufacturer's logo and a message saying that you need to press any button to start heating. On the screen you can see the airflow lever, the current temperature and the set temperature. In the corner you can see the current mode. You can set 3 different modes with specific temperature and airflow and switch between them using the big button. Out of the box, all 3 modes have the same settings, 300 Celsius and an airflow of 10. Later I will show you how to change this. Of course, you can change the temperature and airflow manually using the buttons. The standard temperature step is 25 degrees. You can change this value in the setting menu. The temperature control works well and reacts very fast. You can change the airflow from 1 to 20 step by step. The default airflow is 10 and I think it is the best, but I will talk more about that later. If you press and hold the big button, it turns off the heater. You can see this because the color of the fan icon in the corner changes. This option is useful if you want to cool down the device or your component quickly. Double click the middle button to open the setting menu. Here you can set the auto turn off time or make the device heat up immediately after you plug it in. You can also change the temperature units and the language. Next you can set the 3 modes we talked about earlier. You can also change the temperature step, set the standby temperature and turn the cooling function on or off when going into standby mode. The next option is temperature calibration for several values, but I will talk about that in a moment. Finally, you can change the screen brightness, reset the device to factory settings and check information like the firmware version. As I said at the beginning, the Pro stand puts the device to sleep and cools it down to a set temperature when you put it away. There is a built-in magnet inside and the hot air gun detects it. The device cools down very quickly because of the cooling function. The stand has a special place for free nozzles. In theory, you can change the nozzle while working using a mechanism to remove the hot nozzle. In my opinion, it is nice to have this option, but it is not very useful because it is not that easy to do. As I mentioned before, nozzles from other brands fit this hot air gun. However, remember that the stand cannot hold long nozzles. I often use long nozzles when I solder under a microscope. Next, I check the power consumption. My next test was checking the temperature using a thermal camera. As I said before, the device has a calibration option. After my test, I can say that this calibration is not really necessary. I checked the temperature at several points, and as you can see, it reaches the set value quickly and stays close to it. In my opinion, calibration doesn't make much sense because the actual temperature of the component depends on many things, like the distance from the nozzle, the size of the component, and the thickness of the PCB. Overall, the factory calibration is good. As you can see, the maximum temperature I got was around 500 Celsius. Next, I measured the noise. Overall, it is not a loud device. I think this is because it uses a brushless motor. At airflow level 10, the noise is around 55 dB. At the maximum airflow of 20, the noise is around 62 dB. The manufacturer says it is below 65 dB, so the device matches the specifications. I must say that the maximum airflow is very strong. Small components can blow away instantly. For me, the best settings are an airflow of 10 and a temperature of 400 Celsius. Of course, you can use the maximum airflow to solder bigger components. The hot air gun works great for desoldering larger SMD chips. Desoldering BGA chips is also not a problem at all. Okay, time for a summary. In my opinion, you cannot find a better hot air gun for this price. The device hits well and it's great for precise work. The smart stand will definitely make the device last longer and save energy. It's compact and does not take up much space, which is very important if you have a small workspace. Guys, if you like this review, please give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching until the end and see you next time. Bye bye!